All right, guys, it is coming up on 5:03 p.m. and we currently have a couple of tornado warnings down here in North Mississippi. And so let me go on ahead and zoom in here and show you guys where this tornado warning is located. It is radar indicated for the next 56 minutes, and it is going to be for Webster and Clay counties in north central Mississippi. Once again, this is for Webster and Clay County until 6 o'clock. Now, this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over Embry, or 22 miles to the northeast of Winona, and it's moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. Now, the next place of concern is going to be near the Bellefontaine community around 5 o'clock, which is going to be here within the next few minutes. So once again, this is a tornadic thunderstorm that is going to be over Manatee and Wilthall here in Mississippi. Now, this storm has had a history of producing wall clouds and a funnel cloud with this storm. So if you are here in the Eupora, Mississippi area, this storm is going to be just a little bit north of you. As you can see, here is West Point, Starkville, and Eupora. And there, of course, is your tornado warning that does include the Withenhall area and the Fame, Mississippi area as well. And especially anybody that lives along the 15 corridor there in Mississippi. So, once again, your possible tornado is going to be just sitting here over the Bellefontaine community, and that is pretty tight couplet right there, sitting here over County Road 9, or State Highway 9, I should say. And so this is going to be the area of concern over the Bellefontaine, Mississippi area. And this is also just north of Avent Road, which comes through the city of Withenhall. And you are also looking at this coming towards the Fame, Mississippi area. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning that is around that, and that does include a good portion of the county. But once again, there is a possible tornado that is sitting in between Bellefontaine and the Fame community here in the Mississippi area. So once again, if you are also watching over here towards the Monte Vista area, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Now, the good news is I'm not seeing anything that is down right now on this storm, but that does not mean that that's not the case. So you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now, especially if you are over or near the Fame, Mississippi area, getting over here also towards the Dancy community in Mississippi. So this is a pretty significant looking couplet right here, where you see the blue meeting the green. That is where your possible tornado is going to be, somewhere right in this area, right in here. And this is moving towards the Fame community. Now, let me zoom out and show you exactly where this is. And this is north of the Eupora, Mississippi area. But I do note that there is another area of rotation back off to the west here, and I would not be surprised to see the Weather Service down in Jackson issue another tornado warning, and this one would actually move towards the Eupora area it would look like it would be a closer area down there. And then there's also this one down here that is south of Eupora, southwest of Eupora, that very well could also bring a tornado warning with it as well. We'll just have to see what the Weather Service down in Jackson decides to do. But once again, there is your possible tornado that is sitting over the Fame community. Now, this is a radar indicated rotation right now. Just a second. Okay, we've got another tornado warning that has just been issued. All right, so let me... All right. There is another tornado warning that has been issued by the National Weather Service in Memphis. And so that's a continuation of the tornado warning that we currently have right now. So we've got two active tornado warnings going on right now in Mississippi. We've got the one down further to the south. We've also got one now for Chickasaw and Calhoun counties in northeastern Mississippi. All right, so once again, if you were in Chickasaw or Calhoun counties in Mississippi, you guys are underneath the tornado warning until 5:45 this afternoon. Now, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Bellefontaine, which is the southernmost storm, or 17 miles west of Montpelier, moving to the east at 40 miles per hour. Now, this storm has the potential to do quarter-sized hail and a tornado. Now, if you are in the Chickasaw or Calhoun County area, your areas of concern is going to be Travalic, Woodland, McCordy, Anchor, Atlanta, Egypt, and Buena Vista. If you are in any of those areas, you need to go on ahead and be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center, and away from windows. And there's also a severe, I need to also mention this, there's a severe thunderstorm warning that goes until 5:30 for Prentiss, Tishomingo counties, and this one has the potential to produce 70-mile-per-hour winds. So there is a lot of moving parts going on here right now. If you were in the Tupelo area, if you were in the Verona, Mississippi area, if you were over here towards the Houston or Amory, Mississippi area, you've got this line of storms that's about to push into the Tupelo, Mississippi area that has the potential to do 70-mile-per-hour wind damage with that storm. And so they've dropped it now in the new update down to 60, but this remains in effect for the Chickasaw, Pontotoc, Itawamba, Lee, and Monroe counties until 5:45 for the potential of winds of 60 to 70. But there's also the reason that I'm here is because we've got this tornado warning that does include Webster and Clay counties down in Mississippi, and then up a little bit further off towards the northeast, we've got Chickasaw and Calhoun counties. So now there are 4 counties in Mississippi that are underneath tornado warnings from the same storm. And I do note that that storm back around to the south has really tightened up again, and I would not be surprised to see the Weather Service issue another tornado warning for that one right there. But the one that they are actually warning for is this one right here near the Fame community. in Mississippi. And this storm getting a new warning coming in here. Okay, the Weather Service has canceled the National Weather Service in Memphis has canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Prentiss and Tishomingo County, Mississippi. So once again, Tishomingo and Prentiss, Mississippi, you guys are no longer underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. However, the tornado warnings do continue for the next few minutes until 6 p.m. for Clay and Webster counties in Mississippi. There is also a tornado warning, an extension of that warning that includes Chickasaw and Calhoun counties in Mississippi. And it is all because of that one thunderstorm that is right over the area near Fame there. So there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of issues that are going on, but these are the only active storms that we have ongoing right now. However, they are packing a punch, and if I would have to say right now, the strongest one on the board is going to be this one back here, just off to the east of Eupora. However, I still want you guys in your safe place right now. If you are in the Fame community, which is just a little bit north of the Highway 82 corridor, and if you guys are there along the Highway 82 corridor, both of these are going to be well north of you. And guys, I want to go ahead and say this right now. If you hear me pause with during the coverage, I am trying to look over everything from the National Weather Service's offices in let's say in Memphis and down in Jackson to see if they are updating anything right now. So I apologize about the pausing, but once again, there are no new updates from either weather service right now. However, we've got two areas of rotation. We've got this one down here that is just off to the northwest of Eupora. And then we've also got this lead circulation that the Weather Service did warn for up here over and just north of the city of Fame, Mississippi. So once again, if you were over here near the Wathenhall community. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And that is along County Road or State Highway 9. You need to be in your safe place right now. And that is the lowest floor of your home near the center and away from windows. Now, if you were down here along the Eupora area, over here to Starkville, there's not really anything going on right now in your neck of the woods. However, if you were up here closer to the Houston community up in Mississippi, if you are near the Anchor community, or if you are near the Woodland, Atlanta, if you are near the McCarty, if you are near the Buena Vista or the Trevelock, Mississippi area, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. Also, if you are near the Manatee, Mississippi area, be in your safe place right now. And if you are also down here in the Bellefontaine, Mississippi area along the County Road and State Highway 9, right there, I would go back to my safe place because this back circulation is starting to really tighten up. So if you are near the center community, you need to go on ahead and think about being in your safe place right now, as that is the possibility of a pretty nice couplet right there, sitting over the center community and then getting over here towards the Walthanol community. And so the lead circulation is up here trying to cross State Highway 15. And then this back circulation is going to be this one down here that is crossing or about to cross the State Highway 9, which is going to be just north of the Eupora, Mississippi area. And like I said, the last update from the National Weather Service in Memphis was to say that the Prentiss and Tishomingo County, Mississippi severe thunderstorm warning had been canceled, and that was as of 5:12. And the other update that we got from the National Weather Service down in Jackson was at 4:55 p.m., and that was that they issued a tornado warning for Clay and Webster counties. All right, so that is the latest information that we have right now coming from either one of the Weather Services offices who have issued these warnings. So I am sure that they are in the process of updating the warnings right now, because it's been about 20 minutes. And so those are both of your concerns right there. Basically, if you are along State Highway 15, and also if you were back here towards the State Highway 9 area down here just north of the city of Eupora. And both of these have had a history of producing wall clouds, and you've also had the history of producing funnel clouds as well. And that was actually the lead circulation up there that is just off towards the northeast of the Fame community right there. So if you are near the Wathan area, and like I said, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and the tornado warning is basically for the lead circulation that is well up there to the north of the county. However, this one is starting to wrap up again. So everybody in the Polygon area here, I want you guys in your safe place right now. That is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Now, these are the only active warnings that we have in Mississippi right now. Now, we've also got a severe thunderstorm warning that is back here in to the Arkansas area. This is in southern Arkansas, and we're going to have to keep our eye on what's happening back here in Arkansas a little bit later on this afternoon and this evening, and that will possibly move into the delta of Mississippi here very soon. We've also got this leading batch of severe storms and doing a lot of packing a punch that are coming right through the Tupelo, Mississippi area and about to push into the area near the Houston, Mississippi area and the Amory, Mississippi area. But any of these storms that are formed out ahead of the main line, which is going to be the supercell type thunderstorms, this is the potential to produce your tornado. The main line of storms will have a tornado potential with them. However, it will be mostly straight line winds. And as you can see, there is a nasty, nasty line of wind that just came through Tupelo, and now it is moving towards the Amory, Mississippi area, also the Verona and the Fulton, Mississippi area, and also up here towards the Belmont area and the Red Bay, Alabama area as well. However, the reason that I'm here is because we have a tornado warning still here for the following counties right now. in Mississippi. We actually have the tornado warning will continue for Webster and Clay counties out of the National Weather Service in Jackson. So, Webster and Clay counties. There is also another tornado warning for the same storm from Chickasaw and Calhoun counties in northeastern Mississippi. So, there are 4 active warnings right now that have a tornado warning with them. All right, so let me see. Okay, the northern storm that I just showed you guys, going through the Tupelo area, the Weather Service in Memphis has dropped Pontotoc from the severe thunderstorm warning. However, it continues Chickasaw, Itawamba, Lee, and Monroe until 5:45. So once again, if you are watching in Pontotoc, Mississippi, the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to be canceled because it has moved out of your county. So once again, if you are in Pontotoc, Mississippi, you guys are in the clear right now. If you are still in Chickasaw, Itawamba, Lee, or Monroe County in Mississippi, you guys still have a severe thunderstorm warning with winds in excess of 60 miles per hour until 5:45. Now, the National Weather Service in Jackson is continuing the tornado warning for Clay and Webster until 6 o'clock. So they have updated the warning. So we will go back to the radar. All right, so here is the new warning. This is still radar indicated, which is a good thing. 6 o'clock for Webster and Clay counties. Severe thunderstorm warning capable of producing a tornado was near the Pineland community, or 8 miles to the southwest of Houston, moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. The hazard here is going to be a tornado. This, like I said, once again, is a radar indicated rotation, but that does not mean that one couldn't drop at any time. Now, here's the deal. This tornadic thunderstorm will still remain over the mainly rural areas of northeastern Webster and northwestern Clay counties, and it include the following locations of Withenhall and Manatee. So that is the area of concern. And the National Weather Service in Memphis has not updated their warning yet, but their warning goes until 5:45 for Chickasaw and Calhoun counties in northern Mississippi. Okay. All right, so once again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but here is the situation that we have ongoing for anybody that is just now joining us. We have a tornado warning. We have 4 counties in Mississippi underneath a tornado warning from the same storm from 2 different National Weather Service offices. We currently have a tornado warning for Clay and Webster County in Mississippi until 6 p.m. And that one is going to be over the Manatee area and the Watson. Let's see. Okay, Memphis just updated their tornado warning. And so, if anybody is watching right now in Calhoun County, Mississippi, you guys have been dropped. So, if you are currently in Calhoun County, Mississippi, the tornado warning is over for you. However, they continue the tornado warning for Chickasaw County until 5:45. And once again, this is continued to be radar indicated. So once again, we are down to 3 counties now in Mississippi that have a tornado warning with them. We have the Chickasaw County, Mississippi area that is underneath the tornado warning until 5:45, and we've also got Clay and Webster County until 6 p.m. So we're down to 3 counties over here in Mississippi that are underneath a tornado warning, and the Weather Service is saying that the back southern the southernmost one is the one that they are warning for right now, and that one's going to be the one that's down here south of the Fame community. And so this one is actually going to go a little bit further south than the one that's up here across the northern portions of the county. Okay, so the Weather Service in Memphis. The Weather Service in Memphis has issued a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is pretty interesting. For Chickasaw, Itawamba, and Monroe counties in Mississippi until 6:15. But here's the deal: the damage threat of this storm is considerable because winds in excess of 70 miles per hour are likely with these storms. So let me take you up here and show you that if you are down here in the Okay, so there is your brand new severe thunderstorm warning that does include the Amory, Mississippi area and the Okolona, Mississippi area. And this one right here has winds in excess of 70 miles per hour with it. So this is going to be a rather considerable damage event coming in here towards the Amory, Mississippi area, and this is for Chickasaw, Itawamba, and Monroe counties in northeastern Mississippi until 6:15. This thunderstorm was located near Okolona, moving to the east at 65 miles per hour, and as you can see right there, I'm going to highlight it for you. Hazard is 70-mile per hour wind gusts. So there you go. It is going to be expect considerable tree damage, and damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and of course outbuildings. Now, the path included would be Amory, Aberdeen, Houston, Okolona, Smithville, Nettleton, Hatley, Gateman, Sipsey Fork, Quincy, Mississippi, Wise Gap, Athens, Warren, Bigby, and Greenwood Springs are in the path of this storm. Okay, so good news for our friends back towards the west. Boulevard, Mississippi has canceled the tornado watch. So if you were in Boulevard County, Mississippi, then Jackson has allowed the tornado watch to expire. However, it continues for all the other counties in Mississippi until 7 p.m. this evening. So that is the situation that we have ongoing. And the good news is we don't have any other warnings at this time. However, we do have this intensifying line of severe storms that is coming through. It's come on through Tupelo, and now it's coming into the Amory, Mississippi area. And then we've also got these two supercells that are down here towards the Fame community. And actually, it looks like that the area of concern has actually dropped out of the ongoing tornado warnings. They may have to adjust it and push it more towards the east. So your one couplet is sitting up here towards the State Highway 15 area near the Manatee area in Mississippi, and the other one is back down here near the Fame community. And that is the situation that we have ongoing right now. And I'm checking to see if we have anything else on the board. We've got a couple of severe thunderstorms. We got a couple of storms that are trying to fire near the Carthage, Mississippi area and in between Kosciuszko and Philadelphia that we're definitely going to need to watch. So the only warnings of concern that we have right now across the entire state of Mississippi are going to be right up here close to the Columbus, Mississippi radar site. And this does include the Amory, Mississippi area as well as the Houston, Mississippi area. And we've also got this area of a tornado warning that continues now. It is radar indicated for Webster and Clay counties in Mississippi until 6 o'clock. We've also got this other one that continues for southeastern Chickasaw County until 5:45, which is in about 9 minutes from now. So once again, you've got one area of rotation right here sitting on the county line between Webster and Calhoun counties, or I'm sorry, Webster and Clay County in Mississippi right here south of the Woodland, Mississippi area near the Manatee, Mississippi area over here towards the Natchez Trace Parkway and the State Highway 15 and State Highway 46. So that is the one area of concern that is now pushed over here towards the Montplaisir and the Palestine community. And then you've also got this other rotation that has now backed off a little bit that was back here towards the Fame community, and that one has literally gone away. So we've got this other area of rotation, a little bit of rotation down here in between Eupora and Starkville along the 82 corridor near the Spring Valley community, and we're going to have to keep our eye on that one as well. But it does look like that the only area of concern that we have left is going to be this one right up here, just north of the Montpelier, Mississippi area, coming over here towards the Una, Mississippi area. And we got another update. So the National Weather Service in Memphis has expired the severe thunderstorm warning for Chickasaw, Itawamba, Lee, and Monroe counties. Okay. So they are allowing that warning up there to expire. So we will see which one of these drops off. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be that one up there near the Tupelo, Mississippi area. Okay. Good news is we no longer have a tornado warning active because the National Weather Service in Jackson is allowing the Clay County and Webster County, Mississippi warning to expire. So it is going to go off your screen here in just a few minutes. Or actually just a few seconds, as both of those circulations have broadened out and are no longer there. So we no longer have an active tornado warning in Mississippi right now. We do have this area of 70-mile-per-hour winds that is moving through a good portion of the Amory community and through the Okolona, Mississippi area. But the warning has been allowed to expire, and there it just dropped off your screen. And the Weather Service expires the tornado warning for Chickasaw. So now we have no active tornado warnings on the board in Mississippi. We have one severe thunderstorm warning for damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour, and this is coming through Chickasaw, Itawamba, and Monroe counties until 6:15. Severe thunderstorm was near Okolona at 5:28, which is probably now getting in between Okolona and Amory, Mississippi, and hazardous 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that is the only warning that we have on the board right now. And so this is going to be a pretty significant threat of damaging straight line winds in excess of 70 if you were near the Smithville community, or if you were near the Amory, Mississippi, all the way down into the Hatley community. You need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now, and that is an interior room, and make sure you get away from windows, because 70-mile-per-hour winds is nothing to play around with. It is actually the 70-mile-per-hour wind line is coming close to crossing the Highway 45 corridor near the Central Grove area, coming up here towards the Colonial Acres area, which is in Amory and the Bigby community, and also down here towards the Tranquil, Mississippi area. It won't be too tranquil here very soon, because winds of 70 miles per hour are about to come through your area. And I'm going to see if there are any cameras right now that are active in Amory, Mississippi, so we can actually watch this come through. And unfortunately, the Mississippi Department of Transportation does not have any traffic cameras right now, or any kind of cameras near the Amory, Mississippi area, so we will not be able to see what it looks like when this comes through. However, I can almost guarantee you that it's going to be pretty nasty, and this warning goes for another 34 minutes for the possibility of winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. Now, right now, that is the only warning of concern. Now, I do note that there is a developing couplet that is back here south of the Louisville, Mississippi area, off to the east of Kosciuszko. And we're going to have to keep our eye on that one as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very short break, and I will come back and do another weather update of probably around 6:05 before then, if necessary. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I will be right back here within the next 30 minutes to give you guys the more weather updates. But as of right now, there's only one active warning in the state of Mississippi, and that is currently, once again, for 33 more minutes for the Chickasaw, Itawamba, and Monroe counties, all in northeast Mississippi, till 6:15 for the potential of 70-mile-per-hour winds coming into the Amory, Mississippi area. I will continue to monitor the rest of these active areas, and I will be back at 6:15. unless another tornado warning is issued. I will see you guys right back here at 6:15.